Hey, shalom, shalom, mishpoka. Welcome to another edition of the Haftarah Hashings. This is Haftarah Hashings installment number 19 called Teruma, which means contributions or heave offering, and it's taking place in 1 Kings chapter 5 verses 16 all the way to chapter 6 verse 13. Now, the Haftarah portion is a mirror image of the Torah portion. In the Torah portion, we see that Moshe is rallying the people to bring contributions for the establishment, the production of, and the erection of the tabernacle. And in like manner, King Solomon, son of David, is rallying the people to give what they can to build the temple. And one thing that I would really like to bring out is that I believe in miracles. I believe in the gifts of the Spirit. I believe, God can do wondrous and miraculous things. But faith is not just sitting down and saying, well, bless God, I believe. I believe and it's going to rain down blessings from heaven. Now, there's something you got to do on your part. Faith is not sitting on the sidelines and on the benches waiting for God to do His thing. There's things that you have to do on your part. If you have faith that if you're standing in the middle of the street and a bus is about ready to plow you over, and you have faith that God's going to save you, well, you're a fool, because that faith works that God gives you the smarts and the ability to see danger coming and to be smart enough to jump out of the way. That's how God works, Or like if you're in the street and you're just totally clueless and maybe you hear the sound out of your peripheral and you go, whoa, oh, there's the bus, and you jump out of the way. Well, God maybe alerted you to that. Maybe your mind was somewhere else. But it's not just standing there and say, well, bless God, He's going to transport me away from this speeding bus. No, there's things you got to do on your part. Did God, fabricate all the things for the tabernacle and all the things for the temple, and then at the right time said, I'm going to drop it right into your lap, Israel. Oh! And here comes the tabernacle, down a shaft of light from heaven, and it descends upon the people, and oh, there's the tabernacle, or oh, there's the Temple of Solomon's time. No! There's faith that God was going to provide what needed to be provided so that the job could get done. But the scripture says, let them build a tabernacle for me. Let Solomon, he told David, it's going to be your son who builds this temple for me. So there's a thing that we have to do on our part to make faith work. Like I said, it's just not this, oh, we're going to wait till it happens. No, there's times where that will be the case. But that's when all of your resources are exhausted. When you've done everything on your part that you could do, and it seems like nothing's going to happen, then boom, God's going to create that miracle. It may not be in the way that you want or you expect, but, faith is not this mathematical formula that we have all figured out. There's factors that are in the spirit realm that we're not privy to. Maybe because we can't map it all out. That's part of what faith is all about. I don't believe in blind faith. I believe in faith, but not blind faith. God's not going to tell you to step out on nothing. He's going to give you promises and says, look, you may not be able to see it, but I told you, and you know that it's there. Just like there's certain things in apologetics that you cannot nail down and prove. There's not a linchpin. There's not this, one thing that's going to make the house of cards of the enemy fall. But there's enough circumstantial evidence to point to the truth of the solidity of the fact of faith. So, faith is kind of like looking through a glass darkly, as Scripture says, but there's no such thing as blind faith. God's always going to give you something to go on. He's not going to tell you to jump and have nothing there for you to fall onto or to step onto. So that's kind of the long way around this Haftarah portion this week. So God bless y'all. Thank you for your support, your prayers, your comments, and your viewership. Shalom and Shavuot Tov.